What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jason here, and we're going to be continuing our automatic video editor series. And this one, we're going to be doing something a little different. We're actually going to be creating a web app using ReactJS. We're going to be uploading our video to Firebase, and that way in the future we can deploy a server that can take in a download URL, and it'll download the video and then upload an edited video to the same Firebase storage. All right, and we're going to be working with this GitHub repo that was created by Tran, I believe. Tran. I think I pronounced your name right. Shout out to you. He made this pretty cool video. Oh, let me hit the light. He made this dope video. I'll put the links will be in the description for the links will be in the description for the GitHub repo and the video. If you want to learn more about web development, definitely check out this channel and check out this video. It goes into a lot more detail. I'm using this because I feel like it'd be a lot easier to use something that's already made out than going through a whole. It'll make the series so much longer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna download the zip file, and then I opened the zip file and I renamed the folder to ReactJS-upload. And now let's open up our VS Code. So with VS Code open, we're gonna open this folder. Where is it? I think it's in my downloads. All right, it's in my downloads, and it might be in 2021. I think that's when it was uploaded to the repo, so that's where it's in my Finder. All right, so we have this here. Now let's try to run this. Let's go to the terminal. Isn't opening up. My terminal isn't working in VS Code, so I'll use this terminal. Let's see. So what do we need? I need a CD into this. This is on my downloads. This house, what is it called? ReactJS upload. I think from here, npm install. This is weird. I don't know why the terminal isn't working. My VS Code. Now if we do npm start, you just hit OK, and it should start. There we go. And now we can add random files. Oh, we can add random files and delete. Shout out to Mr. Tran for this dope little project here. Now I'm going to make a little bit of adjustments that we're going to need to do. One of them is, so I'm going to remove this. And I think this, let me hit save here and see what it looks like. Yeah, there we go. This basically just makes it where we only have one file, because I don't want to upload multiple files to Firebase. All right, and what else are we going to need? I think that's it for now. I'll come back to this if we need something. Here in the components folder, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a new component called upload button, and we'll need to create the upload button. I'm gonna use the JSX file just to keep it similar to the way he did it. Nowadays you might see like a lot of TypeScript in the web development, but I'm gonna just try to keep it like symmetrical the way he did it here. So I guess I'll do this. Just try to keep it similar. So for our upload button, all we need to do is we need to import React. From React, we need to import, let's import our CSS. Upload button.css. Import prop types from prop types. And then let's create our upload button component. Upload button equal props. All right, and then we're gonna return here. What do we return? I'm gonna just create a div for now. What is it? /. Is that backward slash? I don't know. All right, and then we need to export. We need to export our function default upload button, and then also actually not yet. So let's write test. Let's write upload button on here. Upload button. We'll give it a class name too. Let's call this upload button. Let's call this upload button. And it looks good for now. Let's try to put some CSS on this bad boy. So .upload button display. We want to flex color white. I believe this is the text color, and then background color. I'm gonna do let's do like a deep sky blue, and padding. Let's add some padding. 15 pixels by 40 pixels. Let's save this and let's try to implement this into our app. All right, so if we go to the app.js. All right, so we're gonna go to our app.js, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add like some break lines here. All right. Oh, add a break here, and we're gonna add the upload button here. Upload button. Let's save this, and oh, we get an error. Upload button not defined. Oh, we need to import it the same way they imported. Import upload button from, copy this, and then just upload, and then the file path is upload button, Command S, and let's see. We have an error. Let's go to our console. Go back to our upload button. Forgot our semicolon. Hello. Alright. So now our upload button is showing. Not the let's fix some CSS here, because it's like when you hover over it, nothing happens. So you do dot upload button, and then you do colon hover, and then you also want to do upload button colon active. And we're gonna adjust the background color black. Do black for now. I don't actually we'll see how that looks. Let's do gray, and then for this one we'll do, when it's active, we'll do deep sky blue. Command S. You see on hover it's gray. Is there a light gray? And then if you click on it, it becomes blue again. Alright. Let's add a border radius. Let's make it like 5 pixels. Make it 5 pixels. That looks good. Width, let's change the width to fit content. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I got my semicolons. Alright, so with the width fit content, it shrinks it down to this size, right? And then we'll do the margin to auto, and then it gives it here centered. Anything else we want to do? Let's leave it like this for now, to be honest. Now we need to go back to this, and so I just realized we were using a div here for the button, and we actually want to call it a button. And it looks good. I don't like some of the CSS stuff. Let's do border color transparent. Border color transparent. Alright, that looks good. And what we're gonna do here now is we're gonna pass in the prop. We're gonna tell the button the prop types that we're gonna have, and we're only gonna have one prop. Here we're just stamping out what type the props, whatever's being passed in the props, we're letting it know what type it's gonna be. And here the onClick will be a function, and we're gonna call it here. And what do we want to do? When it's called, we want to call prop onClick. All right, hit Command S. Props was not defined. Oh, it's props. Hello. I believe it's props. Oh, I believe this is capital. There you go. Sorry about that. So this one's lowercase and this one's capital. Alright, and we have our stuff. Actually, let's so now here on the button, we're gonna do onClick equals, and this is where we're gonna handle what happens when someone clicks click. So we actually need to create a function called handle click. This function, we're gonna have a callback. So let's just do console log upload. So handle click, Command S, and then we're gonna refresh this, and we hit inspect. We go to our console and upload. Yay! 20 times. So now we have an upload button. Now we're pretty set. Now let's set up our Firebase. So for that we go to, not cloud, I think it's like Firebase Google. Go to console, and we're gonna add a project. We'll call this project upload. Continue. You don't have to do this or enable that for this project. Alright, so we can continue. We're gonna be using web. Let's call this upload register app. So it's telling us here we have to use npm install Firebase. So is this terminal still not working? Let's see. Well, I'm gonna quit my Visual Studio Code. Alright, let's see if it's, there we go. There's a terminal. So we have to run npm install Firebase. You hit enter and it's installing. Alright, so we have Firebase installed, and now it says import functions you'll need here. Alright, so we're gonna need to import that. So what I like to do is here in this source, you're gonna hit new file, firebase.js, and we're gonna copy this. And what do we need? So what else? We need to import get storage from Firebase Storage, and let's import get Firestore. We might use that too later on. From at Firebase Firestore. So that's our app, and then we want to export const storage equal get storage, and then you put the app in there. We also want to export DB. The Firestore will be for our database, which it'll be helpful to use in the it'll be helpful for us in the future to have a database as well as a storage container. So we hit save here, and we should be good to go. And now we need to go to our storage, and you need to like initialize the bucket or something like that. We gotta get started. Let's do start in test mode. Let's start in production. Oh well. And then you select your server location. You can't change this, so make sure. Oh, my camera was up. You can't change this, so make sure that you select one that's close to you. You hit done. I think we're set. I have to change the rules though. I believe I'm gonna have to change the rules. All right, so I built out, and now we'll go to rules, and you want to make sure your rules are. Let me just set mine to true. Make sure your rules are allowing you to write to the storage, otherwise you'll get some errors. And now we have to go to now we go back to our project, and we're gonna handle the upload here in this onClick or this handle click function. This is where we're gonna upload the file to the Firestore. And we're actually gonna have to add something here. We're gonna add a use state. We're gonna add a hook here. It's gonna be file, selected file. What should I call this? We'll call this file, and then we'll call this set file. And we're gonna use use state, and it's gonna start off as null. I think we need to import use state. Import use state from React. Oh. This needs to be lowercase. All right, and this should be file, and we'll do set file here, and then I'm creating this hook here so that we check if there's actually a file before we upload, right? Because you don't want to run this handle click function if we don't have a file to upload. So if file equals null, I need to wrap this in a parentheses. Alright, I was just going through this handle click function. I realized if the recording froze on my screen. So what do you want to do? And one thing I did actually is I noticed that this file here is actually an array. So we want to get the 0 index. Since if we go to the drop file, we changed it to where we're only going to have one index in this file all the time. Every time we update the list, it's just going to be a single array of the new file. So we just get the 0 index, and then we use our React hook to set the file to current file, and here we're just logging this. All right, so we want to check that there's actually a file before we try to upload it. And what I'm doing here is this is how we check if there's actually a file, because if it equals null, that means we don't have a file selected in our box here. So once we check for that, we can just now we can begin our Firebase upload. Well, first we have to set it up. And to set it up, we imported a few things. You need to import ref and then upload bytes resumable from Firebase Storage. You need to import the storage that we created in this Firebase file. And the first thing we need to do is create a reference. So I'm gonna call this file reference. And this is gonna be a ref. And then here you pass in the storage that we have here, and we pass in the file. No, and then you pass in the path that you actually want to you want the path that you want this to be uploaded to. And I'm going to use this, which is not a quotation mark. It's like the special mark right next to the 1. At least on my keyboard, is right next to 1. And that allows us to use a string interpolation, dollar sign, then the curly braces, and then you do file.name. This will basically just name the file that we upload to Firebase, the same name that it already has. And then what do we need to do? We need to create an upload task. And we're doing it this way because this allows us to track the progress of the upload. So we do upload task dot on state change, and then we pass we get a snapshot. Oh, let me get rid of this. All right. So we get a snapshot, and in here we can track the progress. So the progress we go snapshot dot bytes transferred divided by snapshot dot total bytes. You times this by 100, so you get a percentage. And then I'm gonna use math.truncate or trunk to get rid of, because we're gonna get a whole bunch of extra like decimal. We're gonna get a whole bunch of numbers after the decimal point. So to get rid of those, we're just gonna truncate it, and then we'll console log the progress. All right, and then there's actually a few more things we can do here. We can actually account for an error, and we can account for success. This after this error part, this is how you account for a success, and we'll just console log success, and hit Command S, and let's console log error, sad face, and then we'll do success, happy face. All right, so this should be good to go. All right, now let's test this bad boy out. So we have our counts, so make sure you hit inspect, and then you go to console. That way we can see our console, and then we're gonna click the drag and drop, and then let's just upload this with this. I did a little interview with R&B Trayvon. This uploads this prints or console logs the array of files. Let's hit the upload button. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. We're getting a whole bunch of 0. Oh, now we're getting 1. Oh, I think it's uploading it. Well, it's taking a while. Was it a big file? I think it might have been a big file. All right, so I picked a huge file, and we're actually let's not truncate it for now. I don't want to truncate it for now. I need to hit Command S, and let me pick a smaller file. Let's just pick a smaller file. Hit the upload button, and oh, there we go. So if we go here, I think it's gonna be two things because I stopped. Oh no, it didn't upload that video, but it uploaded the thumbnail. You can see it here. And actually, I'm gonna upload let me find like a very small video. All right, let's do this. This is kind of small. It's like 25. All right, there we go. Success. So it's working. Boom. And now, all right. And before we wrap up, let's import something else. One last thing. Here from Firebase, we can get the download URL, and that's just something we'll use in the future. So after we get success, I'll do this after success. We can do get download URL for the upload task dot snapshot dot reference, and then you hit then. This will give us the download URL. Oh, download URL. And what do we want to do with that? We're just gonna console log it, since we're not gonna do anything fancy with it yet. All right, so let me select another file. Let's select this file. Now it's being uploaded. Success. Oh, success, and we get the download URL. So if I click this, I think it'll download it on my. Yep. Now I have a copy of the copy. So that's pretty cool. Now we have our download URL. And let me refresh our storage. It's all here. Pretty cool. All right. So we're pretty much done. Just one last thing I want to do is I want to upload the URL to the database, the download URL to the database. And to do that, I'm gonna create a function called upload a database. We pass in the URL, and we would pass this. We would call the function here, and then just pass in the download URL. And actually, we can. All right. And to send something to upload to the database, we're gonna create a document. We're gonna create like a little JSON of what we want to send. So we're gonna call this most recent upload URL, and this is just to be the URL that we get passed in. And I don't know, let's just pass in a username. I need to put a comma. And similar to the storage, we need to create a user reference, and I think we import some stuff. Above, import doc -set doc from Firebase Firestore. All right, so we can do the doc, and then what do we need to pass through the doc? So now we create the doc, and then you pass in the DB. We actually need to import this. Wait, let's hit Command S. Would it import it for us? No. It's similar to this. We can just import it. Call DB here. All right, now we have the DB, the database, and now we need to pass in the name of the collection. So the way Firebase the way Firestore works. We actually need to build it too, actually. Do Firestore database. Oh, it set it up automatically here. If that happens, you can just click switch to native, switch modes, and I believe now if we go here, it should show up here. There we go. So what this should do is let's create a collection called users, blah blah, and we're gonna use, or let's go to our rules and make sure we upload these. So change this to true, publish, refresh. All right, now that we hit it to true, it should work. This is just like a test one, so it creates a collection. All right, so now let's go back to our project. So the path is going to be users, and this is the path of the collections, of the collection, and then we can pass in the name of the document that we want to, the name we want to use for the document. Hey y'all, what's up? So actually this thing went out again while I was filming, like the screen froze. So we were working right here. We were creating our user ref, and you pass in the DB that we created from our Firebase.js file. We pass in the user, which is just going to be the collection that you want to store this in, and then the document name. Here you see I passed in docdata.username, and that's the JSON, that's my name here. And then you want to call setDoc, and with setDoc you want to pass in the user reference, the document data, which is what we're uploading to the database. And then we set merge equal to true. Make sure you have the curly braces, merge colon true, and that basically, since we're uploading the most recent URL, we're going to overwrite this in the future. So this merge equals true just allows us to do that. And sometimes you might add like new fields, so you don't want to overwrite the whole document. You might lose some data. So that's why merge equal to true. And then we have then we use then to capture success. You put then you have then we do a little callback. Then we have a closure here where we do this on success. We're just doing a console log, and then we're catching error here, and then we're printing the error. And that's how you want to, and this is how you basically upload to Firebase or Firestore, Cloud Firestore. We call the upload to database function here in our get download URL. So we're just uploading the URL, and I'll test it again. So you see here, this is linking to, I actually clicked it on before, it's linking to this. It's just a picture of a YouTube image. Let's see, let's go to our React app and let's upload our intro. Let's hit upload. See here it's uploading. Success. We get the download URL and then successfully updated the database. Oh, you saw that flash? That means it's uploaded, and it has the download URL. So I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna go to storage first and just look at it. Yep, it's showing up here. Now if I paste this, it downloads the video I just uploaded. So yeah, that's basically our web app. We're going to be using it to upload videos to Firebase, and then we're going to be using a server that we deploy to grab that download URL from our database, and then download that video, edit it, and then upload a new one, or upload the edited video here to our storage. Oh yeah, y'all tune into the next few videos. We're gonna be doing that, and also I might build out like an iOS app where you can also upload your videos to Firebase. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. If you run into any issues, let me know. I'll try to help you in the comment section. Y'all tune in for the next one. Peace.
I'm riding between it all in this perfect play. I'm a piece of the puzzle, I'm a fit where you need me.